Just wait till a couple of people jump on. Okay, so it's telling me there's 2 people on, but I can't see who you are, so say hello. No, it's a live stream. It's okay. I'm going to go upstairs anyway. So we have Gabriel playing. Say hello. So last week, as some of you know, was a really hectic week for me. And as you can see just there, we have a new au pair playing with my little boy. And I'm just going to go up here. We have, doing a live stream, Chelsea and Penny.
Hi.
Just going to put my stuff down. Okay, so like I said, last week was really crazy. Just full on work-wise and quite emotional as well. Had a lot of stuff come up. And so, you know, if you're in that position, you can stay there, you can stay stuck, you can stay feeling like crap and emotional and not getting the work done that you need to be doing to move forwards. I was still getting work done, but some things were kind of put off. And as you can see now, we had our au pair arrive today, who's playing with my little boy at the moment. Penny starting as well, so Chelsea's training Penny up at the moment, so I have 2 people working for me now from here. I have other people that work from around the world as well, but 2 people working from my house 2 days a week. Chelsea does 30 hours, Penny's doing 10. And so I puffed out from running upstairs. So, you know, when you're feeling stressed out and when things are going wrong or when things are emotional, you can get stressed out about it and stay stuck, or you can put things in place to be able to move forwards. And so for me, the first thing was taking some time out for myself to build my energy back up. It all starts from there. And then I realized after that, it's consistent marketing, it's consistent sales. I guess team comes in there as well, obviously. And then it's systems and structure, and then thinking about the bigger picture things as well. So I want to be investing in businesses and creating my own charity in a few years' time. But, you know, sometimes what we can do, we can get some really good results and then we can jump 10 steps ahead. And we put these things in place to because they're exciting and to but what it actually does is it takes us away from our goals. Okay, so we don't want to be jumping 10 steps ahead. We want to be focusing on the now, focusing on what needs to be put in place first to be able to move forwards. And so for me, that was building my energy up, which I've done and I will continue to do. And now with team, obviously got the au pair helping us for 15 hours a week. I've got 2 staff members now as well, and we're creating more systems and structure and distributing the tasks so that I don't have to do it all or that things don't get done. And then that will then help me to do more consistent marketing, more consistent sales, and have time to be implementing the bigger projects that I have going on as well, and giving enough value to my clients moving forwards. So, you know, I just wanted to share that with you because it's like everyone has tough times, everyone has emotional times, everyone has setbacks, but you can choose to let them stop you or break you or get off track for a long period of time, or even for a week or whatever. Or you can recognize them, and that comes from self-awareness and intuition and working on yourself. You can recognize them as soon as they're happening and change things very, very quickly. And I've found with the work that I've done on myself, I'm able to notice these obstacles or these triggers or these things when they pop up very, very quickly. And I'm able to bounce back from them much quicker than I was able to a few years ago. And, you know, it doesn't get me down for very long. It might get me down for minutes, hours, days, even a week at tops, but it wouldn't get me down for very long. And I very quickly do the work that I need to do on myself and put systems and structure and team in place to be able to support me as well. Because the goals that I have, the growth that I have already had over the last 14 months, and the growth that I'm going to continue to have is just crazy. You know, going from 10K a month to 50K a month within 14 months is big, yeah? And so I need to continue growing as a person. I need to continue growing in business, and I need to continue putting systems and structure in place for that growth as well. And that's what I do. And most people let these things hold them back, or they second guess themselves, or they don't put a program out there, or, you know, all these things kind of get in the way, and it holds them back from reaching their goals. And, you know, the easiest thing is setting goals and getting started. The hardest thing is staying on track. And that's why I'll always have a mentor. I have a mentor at the moment. I'll always have a mentor, because if I'm having a tough time, I'll bounce back so much quicker than I can myself. If I need new strategy or the next steps, she'll be able to help me do that rather than kind of fumbling or taking much longer to do it myself. And, you know, at the stage that I'm at now, I could really be like, oh, I've got a great mindset, I've got great strategies, I've got great team, I can do it myself. But I don't say that, because I always want to continue growing. And I know that with a mentor, I can continue growing at a faster rate, and I can bounce back quicker, and she can teach me things that I don't know yet. If you think that you know everything, or that you know enough, you really know nothing. And that's just getting ego in the way. And I've actually had people in the past say to me, I dropped my ego and contacted you because I knew that I needed your help. And, you know, without a mentor, without team, without systems and structure, and without a good mindset, you're not going to get there as fast as you want to. So just a short one today, guys, because I've got to get into some training. But it's not told me anyone who's popped up today. Oh, here we go. Now it is. I had my comments and stuff hidden. Hey, Ali, how you going? Hey, Michaela. Hey, Hey, Lisa. Hey, Kerry. Hey, Sally. How's everyone going? Totally, Michaela. And, you know, that's what I've found with people as well. That with my clients are going through the same things as me around the same time. It's just on a different level. Or I might have gone through it in the past. And so if you choose in your business to not invest in yourself, to not work on your mindset, to not overcome your objections, then how the hell can you expect your clients, or to be able to help your clients with that? If your clients are telling you that they don't have any money and you're not investing in yourself, then you're not going to be able to hold them to that, okay? And show them how investing in themselves is important. If you're not living a healthy, happy life, then how can you tell your clients to do the same? You feel like a liar and a fraud, you know? If someone has the husband objection and you use that objection and you always have to run everything by your husband, then how can you expect to be able to overcome that objection on a sales call, you know? So I always step up, and I always make sure that I'm learning and growing, and I'm always steps ahead of my clients so that I can keep helping them on their journey. You know, who I was a year ago is totally different to where I'm at now. If I'd stayed on $10,000 a month where I was just over a year ago, and the mindset that I had back then, even though it was great, but I've grown so much since then. January of last year, I was making $10,000 a month, and I was scared to put out a higher end things. I hadn't put my VIP program out yet. I hadn't put out VIP days or anything like that. I'd done some in the past, but not consistently. And like putting $1,000 thing together scared the hell out of me. I didn't have six-figure system then. A month later, I got out of my own way. I went from 10K to 20K in 1 month. And the reason I did that is because I wasn't just selling the low end anymore. I put out $1,000 VIP day and I sold 3 of them within minutes, literally at 10 o'clock at night. I did that. And then a month after that, I got out of my own way and put VIP out there, signed 2 people up over Facebook chat at 3 a.m. A few months later, I put Six Figure System out there, got out of my own way, and wasn't scared on putting that out there. And then throughout the year, creating something even better with Six Figure System that people are just getting amazing, amazing results with it now. So you can see with every one of those steps, I've gotten out of my own way, I've worked on myself, I've worked on the strategy, and if I didn't have Six Figure System, if I hadn't have done those VIP days, if I hadn't got a VIP program, if I hadn't have worked on my mindset, if I hadn't have got out of my way and selling higher packages, how the hell can I teach my clients to do that? Maybe I'd still be making 10K. Probably not. I would have got out of my own way. But, you know, I'm not going to be able to help people continuing to grow if I was still at 10K. And I know it's not just about the money, but if I was still at 10K, if I hadn't have put those programs and that structure in place, if I hadn't have learnt about different things that I've learnt over the last year and a half, then I would have lost clients, and I wouldn't be having clients who are getting such amazing results. So Emily says, great to remember to stay focused even through the wins. Yeah, exactly. So, you know, you can feel like you're doing really well, have massive amounts of money in your bank account and be like, okay, so I don't need to do much for the rest of the month now. But you do. It's not about how much money's sitting in your bank account right now. It's not about whether it's little or a lot. It's not about how much is in savings. It's not about how many sales you've made. And yes, those things play into account. But for what I'm talking about right now, it's about taking the daily actions. Because it's not about the money. The money will come with the action. It's about making a difference in people's lives and making a difference in your life and continually growing and learning. And so you need to be focusing on, okay, what do I need to do each day, throughout the week, throughout the month, to be able to continue moving forwards. And, you know, if you get a no on the phone, it doesn't matter, because you know that you've still got to call 5 more people. If you get 3 yeses, it doesn't mean that you take the rest of the day off. You get your tasks done that you need to do, and then you can take the rest of the day off if you've done them. It's just focusing on those priorities each day, which is working on your mindset, working on marketing and sales. And then the bigger things from there is working on the bigger projects, okay? And remembering the bigger projects don't need to be done all at once. Like, just focus on one thing at a time and chip away at it. Yeah, exactly, Selena. So Sally says, love the get out of my own way thing. This is what I'm working on now. Yeah, exactly. And that comes from mindset. And you've got a great background with that, Sally, but it's obviously a continual journey. Yeah. I'm taking myself through Wealth Spiral at the moment. Last night, I took myself through level 1 of Wealth Spiral, which is a little bit different to normal spiral. It's got different emotions. Level 1 is the 3 emotions are generosity, entitlement, and deservedness. And so I took myself through that last night at like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night before I went to bed, and I slept so well, and I just feel amazing this morning, and it was so great to do. And I wanted to take myself through that first, so then I know kind of what comes up and what results I get from it, so then I can take others through it as well. So yeah, it's really, really cool. And you know, a lot of the time when things get busy or shit goes down or whatever, I end up putting myself last. My mindset work goes out the window. I don't meditate, I don't journal, I eat crap food, I might do destructive patterns in the past, or my exercise might stop. You know, all these things kind of go out the window when I feel like, oh, my business needs more attention or whatever. And so the thing with that is you come first, because nothing else runs without you. And I actually had an amazing NLP session with Selena on the weekend, and just felt so much better after that. Hey, Kat, how you going? And so, plus the work that I've been doing on myself as well and building my energy up, And, you know, you come first because your business doesn't run without you. Your family, thanks, Selena, for all the love. Your health doesn't work without you. If you've got no energy, you can't be running a business. Your family doesn't run without you. Your relationship doesn't work without you. Your relationship with self or with a partner or friends or family or whoever, you know. Nothing runs without you. And so you've got to give back to you. And if you don't, it ends in sickness and disease and exhaustion and fatigue and broken relationships and a business that's not performing at its best. You know, everything is affected. And so when last week I actually, I was still doing my exercise. I was still eating well most of the time. I didn't get as much sleep as I would have liked. That got kind of thrown out the window, and I wasn't really doing as much mindset work until the weekend, end of the week. But now, still eating well, exercising. Everyone's been noticing that I've lost weight, which is nice. But I can feel it within myself as well. And it's not even much weight, actually. It's probably more body fat because I'm just like tightening up, basically. And so things are all in place now with systems and structure and team. But first, it came back to me. I couldn't even think about doing an interview for someone. I couldn't even think about getting back to my clients. I couldn't even think about all these the next steps until I gave back to myself. So I did that first. Yeah? And so don't feel like you always have to work. Don't feel like you always have to be giving back to everyone else. You've got to give back to you first. You've got to build your energy. And people will wait. It doesn't matter if you don't get back to them that day. You know, as long as you're not leaving people waiting for weeks and it's not a regular thing. Hey, Sue, how you going? I didn't see your name there. So you've got to set boundaries, you know. Otherwise, if you have no boundaries, then people will set your rules for you. You've got to have boundaries and rules. If you don't, you'll be working from 5 a.m. till, 10 o'clock at night. You'll have clients booking in at any time. You will sacrifice other areas of your life. You will be exhausted. You won't have management of time. You'll have clients who constantly are messaging you all the time or calling you or Facebooking you or Michaela told me last week, and Michaela's liking this, messaging you at 10 o'clock at night, you know. My clients don't message or call me unless I had someone call me last year, a client, and I was like, oh, okay, I wasn't expecting that. And he was calling to say happy birthday, which was nice. You know, people don't text me or call me. They know not to. People rarely email me because they know not to. People rarely, I probably need to get better at personal messages on Facebook. Personal messages are supposed to only be for my VIPs, but I do tend to message people if they're struggling or if I want to help them a bit more, yeah? But they know to post on the question thread in my group because that allows me to give proper answers rather than just trying to answer a million different things all over the place. If it's in the group, other people are going to learn from it. And if it's on the question thread, it doesn't take me as long to have to scroll through the whole group, and I can get back to things quicker as well. And then that gives me more time to create the bigger picture things, which at the moment for my clients is I've got a plan for my VIP content, and then it's actually creating that content and putting it into the membership site. After that, I'm restructuring my low-end content so people can get even better and faster results. And finishing off the end of the 6-figure content as well. There's stuff already there, but I'm kind of redoing a couple of videos. And then all of my programs will be sorted. My mindset course that I've just created the other week is just being put up into a membership site, and then that will be done. Once those things are done, I've got like marketing schedule that I can be more focused on as well, and I am going to be moving forwards and really thinking about more systems and structure in the business too. I could look at all those things and think, oh God, I've got all these things to do, and get overwhelmed and not get started at all. But I could go, okay, what's my number one priority, and just focus on that, which today is training Penny up and creating systems and structure in the business, and also creating my landing pages and videos and stuff for my free 5-day challenge, which will be starting soon as well. So it's just one thing at a time, guys. And I know that's a couple of things, but I've got all day, and I'm just going to break that down to, okay, this is the first step, this is next, this is next. Hey, Sarah, how are you going? Sue said, good, trying not to get on Facebook and nearly miss this. That's all right. I will do that bonus call for you guys in my group tomorrow morning as well. So I'll let you guys know about that. So before I go, does anyone have any questions? And for anyone who's known me for a while or been following me for a while, you'll really be able to see, like in what I'm talking about now, a massive change, a massive shift in the way that I talk, the way that I run my business, the things that I'm focused on. Even if you've only known me for 6 or 12 months, you might have noticed a big difference. And so for any of you who've been around for a little while, let me know. Like Selena, out of all the people on this right now, you've probably known me the longest. And I know not so much always in a business sense, but have you noticed a big shift, Selena? And anyone else, if you've noticed a shift, even if it's only been 6 months or so, let me know. So whilst I'm waiting for that as well, if you've got any comments or questions, please pop them here before I go. If you're not already in my free group, it's the community of kick-ass action takers, so join us there. We'll be doing a free 5-day challenge soon, so I'll let you guys know about that. And if you want to have a chat about where you're at in business and talking about your goals and getting out of your own way so that you can move forwards this year, then let's have a chat about our 6-figure system. The people in that group are getting amazing results, like literally like 20-cent leads, 20-cent leads. Karen made $10,600 in 4 days and got 40 leads for free. Michaela's gotten to 11,000 a month. Emily's gotten to, I think, 8,000 or 9,000 so far this month, and it's only like just begun. Great, like massive mindset shifts, people creating new programs, amazing things happening. Chrissy made $6,000 from her ad. Lisa made 5.5. And these guys have only been spending like $20 to $60 for their ads. So achieving goals that they thought would have taken 12 months, literally in weeks. So if you want that kind of success, then let's have a chat. Stop holding yourself back. Don't think that don't make up some people make up these stories in their head that it's too expensive and they don't even know how much it costs. They don't even know what's involved, yeah? So it doesn't cost anything to have a chat. And even from that chat, you'll be able to put some steps in place to move forwards, whether that's with me or without me. I do also have multiple 6 figures running through the year. So if you're not ready just yet or want an extended payment plan, then let's have a chat about doing one later this year. So just comment here or shoot me a personal message if you want to get to 6 figures or multiple 6 figures this year, and or just need some help really putting those steps in place to move forwards. Awesome, Sue. So any other questions, guys? Michaela said, definitely, Selena, your approach is more focused and your wisdom is wiser. Thank you. That means a lot. Cool. So if anyone's watching this afterwards, just post any comments or questions here. Thanks for jumping on, guys. There was no notice for this one. If you enjoyed this and feel like people could get a lot out of it, please share it. I'll make it public so you can share it with your friends as well. So have an awesome day, guys. Focus on what's that one big thing that you need to be working on today, that main priority, and have an awesome day. Bye.